Take heed, humans, for the darkness nears completion. For 2 million years, my friends and I stood watch over your reality. Today, I'm the first to admit that mistakes were made. The multiverse is almost gone. Dark God's grave was left of it, and the 9-tongued worm waits outside, smacking his throat's lips. The worst part is, the only ones doing anything about it are these horrifying monsters. Throg, the first king of Earth, bringer of storms, and annoying, drooling imbecile. Oven, mistress of ravens, chosen queen of the people of the dead, and frequent overindulger in storm giant wine. Darrow, last torchbearer of the cursed blood, shadow-souled assassin, and worst champion of order ever chosen. And this jackass kid, Carolynn, Zalios, offspring of devil and man, the prophesied herald of the end of everything. Aklun Ra Zayden. My friends and I try our best to help them, but let's be honest, we're all well past our expiration dates. The Empire of Archonia would have been well equipped to save the multiverse, but the Empire's long gone. Now even its last shadows are fading. Our only hope is Shadow Chaos Deathstorm. I'm not gonna say we're completely linked, but I will say, nice knowing you.
Hello, and welcome to Shadows of Archonia. This is our weekly 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons live stream game. I am Steve Boshear, and I will be your dungeon master for the evening.
And I'm Joshua. I'll be playing Throg, the Storm Herald Barbarian / Champion Fighter.
Hey, Gavatone Maps in the chat. You'll be
Hey.
seeing some work of his later on.
And I'm Alan, still playing Zalen.
Still?
Still. He's still alive,
Alright.
which I'm very happy about. And Asmar, Death Touch Sorcerer, Celestial Warlock, level 15.
Yeah, we did level up.
Carolynn playing the Raven Queen.
And other things.
Well, mostly the Raven Queen.
But mostly the way Raven Queen. I'm Matt, and I'm playing Darrow. Shadow Rogue Vengeance Paladin.
Just because she did it doesn't mean you're allowed to do
Cool things. Fun things. Lots of damage.
Yeah.
it. All right. Hey, Gavatone, we got any... how's our sound? Good? Let us know.
Yeah.
Your turn.
So yeah, if you know D&D, but you didn't know all of those things that you heard, we might have got them out of this little thing that's beautiful, front and back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Dark Arts Player's Companion, put out by Gentleman 3000. It has different races, classes for every subclasses for every class in the book, and it's awesome. Really, check it out. You got to, because it has a dark and evil bent to it. We got Hemomancy, which is really a fun mechanic to play with if you hate yourself. And but also if you're a DM and you hate your players, we got monsters to take good care of them. Those evil player character people. Anyway, Gentleman 3000, he's got a Patreon, he's got other stuff out there. Check it out, it's good stuff. Now back to you. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you saw that amazing intro, the music in that was from Carl Casey. Check out his YouTube channel at Whitebat Audio. Lots of awesome free tracks you can listen to all over the place. Techno, synth, metal. And yeah, check him out, please.
And the voice you heard in the intro is none other than Broxiel. He is a minor character in the campaign, just nothing major, but he had a cool voice, so we got him to do our intro.
Technically true. From a story plot perspective. Don't call him minor to his face. All of the digital artwork in the intro, as well as the character portraits in front of our players right now, are by yours truly. I am a digital 3D character artist, and I do take commissions. So if you'd like your character or your party rendered in my style, please hit me up. I am on, there you go. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as Mighty Works Character Portraits, and on ArtStation under my real name, Steve Boshear. For the record, as has been said before, I am only offering still images. The animation is an intense amount of work that I'm not really equipped to do more than once every 100 years. So, but I will do some cool images for you if you want.
We have a Discord.
Please don't die.
And you should join it.
Yep.
And talk to these guys.
But mostly off.
And sometimes me.
Yeah.
But mostly these guys.
She says that, but she's in the chat as often as Joshua or Alan, at least.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
If you really like our stream and you want to support us even further, we have a merch store with some pretty cool shirts and things. He's got one, and he's got one, and she's got one, and I got one, but I'm not wearing it because
You're a nerd.
Because he wanted to
I'm a nerd.
he wanted to look like cool while he was at work.
No, it was cold and I wanted long sleeves. Anyway, shadowsofarconia.com, shadowsofarconia.com.
And if you're cold at work, you can order yourself the hoodie.
Oh, I like how you did that.
Yes, I should have plugged the hoodie.
Yes.
Then I would have
Do
worn
we
that.
have zip-up hoodies?
No, but that's a hell of an idea. Let's look into it.
Yeah, it is.
I think we should.
In that case, I would like
That way
to
I can actually wear
pitch.
them at work.
I would like to pitch boxer briefs.
I can't wear those at work.
Okay.
Well, you could.
No.
Yeah, totally.
Just, yeah, you
They
can't tell.
probably fit under scrubs.
Yeah, they definitely could. Alan, you're up.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
We got lost there.
Boxer briefs.
If you're watching this on Twitch, check out our YouTube channel. Lots of crazy one-shots there every week. And our entire archive of this campaign, which is like 80 plus episodes.
This is 83 right now.
Wow.
Plus recap episodes.
Recap episodes too, so
Yeah. Recaps only take you up through episode 18 right now. I have enough shot to get us through 24, but I never have time to edit.
it's still a good amount.
Yeah.
But yeah, check us out there. Link should be down there somewhere on Twitch, but if not, it's Shadow of Archonia.
Yep.
Under your table.
Yep. And if you're on YouTube,
Yeah.
come check us out on
Yeah,
Twitch.
Yeah.
If you're not aware, we also have another stream on this channel called Tales from the Backlog. That show streams Monday nights at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. On Tales from the Backlog, we have a rotating cast of players trying out a rotating collection of tabletop RPG games. We usually have a new game every week. Sometimes it's every 2 or 3 weeks, depending on how many sessions we want to devote to something. But that's our place to try out all the systems that we would never get to try otherwise, because we have this big old D&D campaign all the time. Past episodes from Tales from the Backlog are on our YouTube channel, just like past episodes of this show. And you can watch the new ones every Monday night here at twitch.tv/Shadows of Archonia. Now, all that's out of the way.
Bum bum bum.
Hey, hand off the mic, bud.
I know, just straight to you.
Headphone wearers,
Sorry.
R.I.P.
No touchy.
When last we left our heroes, the four of them, while attempting to travel to the location of Zalen's father and assassinate him, were subject to the deadly whims of the Raven Queen, when often chose to use two tuning forks, one that was supposed to take you to the infinite hells, and one that was supposed to take you to whatever mysterious plane Zalen's father resided upon. And she used both of them in her plane shift spell, thus breaking reality and reopening the sealed planes of existence, thought destroyed forever these million years, but apparently still there, the Abyss. Home to the chaotic evil hordes of demons. And as you learned from Zalen's as you learned from Zalen's father who followed you there, much to his later dismay.
What? I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah. The Abyss is also home, or has been for some time, to the Immortal Slayer, an ancient reptilian dragon-type humanoid who has been doing nothing but slaying the demonic hordes left and right for 1,000,000 years, having been sealed into the Abyss by Asmodeus himself before he won the Blood War and ascended to godhood. With the Abyss now reopened, the balance of power in the multiverse is definitely shifted. We'll see how that goes, yes, sir.
Is it exactly 1,000,000 years, or are you rounding?
I'm rounding.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what happened?
Are you rounding down or are you rounding up?
Fuck you. Then what happened is you guys ended up in swarmed by a horde of these demons being chased by the Slayer. Zalen's dad, Moloch, tried to capture the Slayer and take him to set him loose on Asmodeus. You guys killed him. Not the Slayer. You killed Moloch. Zalen captured his soul in a soul cage gem.
Mm-hmm.
Already spent, I believe, 2 questions and had 4 left. Or was it 3 and 3?
3 and 3.
3 and 3. So you have 3 questions left, or 3 uses left. There are other things you can do
yeah.
besides ask questions. So you've got your dad in your pocket. That lasts 8 hours. Then Reese Krabon, the original Raven Queen, who was traveling with you at the time, put Stern, the Slayer, into her flying mortar and pestle and flew him off to the infinite hells, so that he is now slaying devils rather than demons and heading for Asmodeus, who betrayed him by locking him into the Abyss 1,000,000 years ago. So, you guys were left in the Abyss with the copy of Radomir Utgast, who also knew plane shift and was able to return you all to the Shadowfell, which at this point in time consists entirely of the interior of Reese Krabon's hut. So you all appeared in the hut without Reese, who had already left, and with Rod. There are dead people appearing in the hut and wandering out, as we've previously described a number of times, because there's no place for dead souls to go anymore. You have completed 3 of 4 challenges of the dragon.
Only one left.
Only one left.
What
Dara?
happened to the guy that appeared out of
Don't fuck
nowhere?
it up, Dara.
Like lots of them. They just
Me?
wander
No,
out the
no,
front
no,
door.
no.
Which
The
guy?
one who drew the card.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
That guy appeared. That was the last thing that happened.
That was the last thing that
That was the
happened.
last thing that happened. This is what I get for watching old videos and not the one we just did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember his name? Did you give him a name?
He didn't have
He didn't have a
one.
name. His name is Barry. Barry
Yep.
appears out of thin air, falls to the ground, and stands up. Two, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Stands up from the floor of the hut. This guy, he looks like a peasant. He's wearing peasant clothes. They're nice, but they're not super nice. He's like 50 years old, not in particularly good shape, doesn't look like much of anything, just a rando. But he appeared out of thin air, like sideways, and fell splat onto his face on the wood.
Sorry, is he undead as well, or a ghost?
He is fully alive.
Oh,
you
shit.
know this because when he hits his face on the floorboards, his nose starts bleeding.
Oh. My sword's already out as soon as he appears. But...
Zaylen says, "Oh, whoa, are you okay?"
What day is it?
You know what? I'm not too sure myself.
Zaylen, you feel the crystal in your pocket start to vibrate and pulse.
It's been difficult to keep track of days without a sun.
What?
Or a moon.
Or light.
I'm not still there, am I? What is going on? Who are you?
I'm Zaylen.
He takes a good look at you for the first time, Zaylen, and backs up, grabs like whatever's in the hut, probably a knife.
Excuse me.
Don't worry, believe it or not, these monsters won't hurt you.
I mean, there's a devil after me.
Oh, we just killed one, so it's fine.
You look like you are one.
Only half.
Is.
Half.
Oh, you're an ASMR?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be racist. He puts down the knife. I'm just. You have to understand. The last thing that I remember clearly, I was captured. I was in a prison cell. Some wizards were experimenting on me. They made me draw a magic card.
Card?
I was drawing. They had a deck. It was magic. I was drawing cards from it. There was a turtle one, and he said that we should do it, and then they'd let us out. So I drew a card, and it said flames on it, and it said that a powerful devil had become my mortal enemy. And then I drew another card, and I got like wish spells, and I drew another card, and I got.
Have you made a wish yet?
No, because I was sent away to a demiplane of some kind. I don't know. I don't know the details. I'm not like a magic guy, but like.
Do I know? Does Zaylen know about this magical deck?
In addition to, does he still have cards? Do you still have cards on you? The cards you drew?
Thank God, no.
Oh.
In addition to that, insight check.
You do that, and Zaylen, you please roll me an Arcana check. You're going to start getting better at these because you have now been reading Necron's books every night for like months.
Ooh, it's a 19 on the die.
So there is a legendary deck of cards mentioned in some of Necron's books that Necron. But it's mentioned in the manner of like the Holy Grail. Like nobody believed it ever really existed. It's just stupidly powerful. Obviously not a real thing. The deck of many things.
Zaylen goes. So Zaylen's eyes kind of perk up a little bit. He's like, Necron. I've heard about this. The legends. Necron said a deck of magical cards, but I thought that was only a legend. How did the cards came about? Did it just appear in your hands? Did the wizards gave it to you?
The wizards, they had it. They were like fucking around with it. Like, I don't know. They were just like, what's this one do? What's this one do? And then they made us start doing it because we were in this dungeon. We'd already been captured by an evil wizard.
They must have been insane.
Who, where, and when?
I don't know their names. There was a turtle one. And the others were all kinds of different race. I'm sorry, turtle.
What's a turtle?
I'm tired. What's a turtle?
So, but you did say a devil was after you, right?
A powerful one. That's what.
Is it still after you? Have you seen it yet?
I never saw it because before the devil got me, I drew another card that said dungeon on it, and I was just gone, and I've been in this haze. Just trapped. It was kind of like being trapped inside a crystal with exactly enough space for your body, but you can't move a single millimeter. And like I've just been there for so long that I can't even fucking think about it.
You know, we just beat a devil. Could that maybe be?
I mean, the odds are not likely.
What are the odds that you killed the same powerful devil that was after me?
I mean,
no way.
You just appeared in front of us, so.
What are the odds that that two completely unrelated stories would involve the same devil?
Not played by the same person.
He does have a point, though. I mean, the fact that you appeared here seems to...
Yeah, to indicate that maybe... This is our best guess, so you might be okay with the devil part.
We're just kidding.
I have had so long to think about what to use my spells on.
Yeah, your wish. How long?
I have 2 of them.
You have 2 wishes?
I have never believed anyone ever as much as I believe you.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
Maybe you once.
No. Did you roll double nat 20?
No, I didn't. No. I because recently, having trained myself in insight.
Oh gosh.
21.
Ooh.
Yeah. Not a nat 20. It can be better.
Does Zaylan know how powerful a wish spell is?
Absolutely, yes.
So
Rod has mentioned it before.
Is it similar to what I had?
Rod is here.
Could a wish spell actually fix space and time?
No, definitely not. And sir, please don't cast your spell yet. There's so much information you don't know. The universe, the multiverse is falling in on itself. Magic, spellcasting, it's a function of the multiverse. You can't fix the multiverse with magic because that is part of what the multiverse is. In order to repair the multiverse, we need something that is... We need a force that is not something intrinsic to being within the multiverse. It's hard to explain, but the weave of magic will be drawn upon in order to cast any spell. Wish is the mightiest spell any mortal can cast, and it will just pull harder on the weave that's already unraveling.
Well.
Exactly.
Well, would you believe in order to, one of the key parts to fix this whole ordeal that we have, maybe you could help me with that. Maybe you could wish me a girlfriend.
Don't waste a wish on that.
Did you think that I would, for even one split second, that I, who have been imprisoned in a giant amber crystal for ages beyond ages and showed up to a dirty hut full of monsters, do you think that I would then spend one of my 2 wish spells, the only 2 good things that have ever, and I mean ever, happened in my life, that I would just spend one of them to get this guy a girlfriend? Did you think you needed to tell me not to do that?
I mean, we did maybe save you from that imprisonment, so maybe you owe us one?
You don't even know you did it!
You appeared in front of us after we beat a devil. It only makes sense.
What's your devil?
Yeah.
Do you know the devil?
All right. Zaylan takes out his soul cage. And
it shakes so hard it almost comes out of your hand, and you can hear your father's voice from inside going, "Ah! Kill him, child, kill him!"
So the devil we just killed was my father, by the way, and I imprisoned his soul into this cage.
Are you gonna kill me now?
No.
Well, that depends how you want to use those wishes.
Wait.
No.
I can use some wishes.
No, but
listen, he's had a hard day.
He is definitely the one that
we've had a hard 3
was on
months.
Well,
so maybe we can help each other. We can get you out of this plane safely, and you're just gonna help us with one of these wishes. You have two.
While you are saying we can get you out of this plane safely, another dead person appears, looks around, and walks out the door.
Don't listen to that guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
What?
Pointing to the ghost that just left.
He didn't say anything.
Yeah, don't listen to him.
Just don't listen to him.
Just in case.
But this is of great importance, though, because everything is collapsing. We need as much help as we can get.
What good are your wishes if there's nothing left?
Rod says, "Friends, perhaps we can take this gentleman to the castle. He can rest.
Yes.
He and I can discuss the use of 2 wish spells, whether it's safe to cast them at all, and
We
you
can feast. I bet you're hungry.
Please join us for dinner. Yes.
Yes, we have a grand
The
feast.
guy is visibly inching away from Rod.
Aren't you hungry? You have to be hungry.
So hungry, you don't
We have
understand.
this
I hadn't eaten in 2 days before I got sent
We
to
have
a
this
magical
unbelievable
prison.
feast at Throck's Castle. You'll love it.
All right. So you guys are all going to the castle now?
One more thing.
Yeah,
What's your name?
Yes,
very.
very.
That's right. Did we introduce?
No.
No,
No.
you never said that.
No,
You said. You guys
I said it out of character.
Barry,
Barry, Zaylin, Darrow, Throck.
Avin. Also, you
Gesture
know what?
hit
Don't
us.
worry.
No,
about
don't.
her.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry about her.
Why-
She's nothing.
Don't worry about the blood-covered woman with a scythe and a skull in her
Just
head.
know that she's on our side.
Who's us?
Us. You're part of our team.
Yeah, welcome to the team, Barry. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. So yeah.
Okay, misform, whatever it is,
misform, yeah.
windwalk.
Guy's been buried away for
You guys,
years.
you guys. So you turn Barry into a fucking cloud on his first 5 minutes
Wow,
back,
that's
and
not-
and then zip him up,
Oh boy.
zip him up to Throck's Sky
guy.
Castle.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What a day for this guy. What a million years for this guy.
But when we come in, I definitely tell everyone to treat Barry like one of us, and
Well, Throck has to say that.
Yeah, Throck has to say that, and
All right.
take him to the feast room.
All right.
Feasts, spas,
He
massages.
eats and eats and eats and then goes right to bed.
Charles kind of takes it as competition, and so he eats more.
He's not interested in your competition. He just hasn't eaten in literally 1 million years.
While they're eating,
You're in a competition, you just don't know it.
I'm gonna go to Zaylin. You're right there.
What, after just killing my father?
Yeah, that's kind of a big thing.
Well, a piece of him is still here with me.
Yeah, about that actually. How much time do you have? Do you have him there forever? Like,
No, this will only last for 8 hours. So I only have like maybe another 6, maybe.
I know nothing about this shit. So what do you do with him? Do you just rattle the cage and piss him off for 8 hours? Like,
I could, but I could ask him some questions. And well, I've already asked him 3 questions, so I have 3 left. And then his soul will pass on. But I'm having trouble thinking about the last 3. I could also take energy from him, but it won't really help me that much right now.
unless we fight in the next 8 hours.
Yeah. But yeah, it's something. I'm surprised we survived that fight. And now it's all up to you. You know what? Actually, maybe this guy, who knows? Maybe he could use a wish just to finish your task right away.
Have him wish that I will love myself.
Hey, maybe.
Rod
That could
says,
work.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say there are better uses of 2 wish spells.
Yeah.
Well, couldn't we just wish for the books?
I am not positive that would work. The books are very fundamental to the structure of the universe, as fundamental as the weave of magic itself. I would also assume that in his eons upon eons of guarding the books that Dave would have thought of that.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, what do you think we should use the? What do you think? Well, if he
Well,
if he at least gives us one wish, what will we use it for?
Bacon.
We
you have bacon right there, Throck. Right there. Do you see it?
Need more.
Yeah. Well.
Cloud Servant comes and puts an entire platter of bacon in front of you.
Yeah.
we know priority one is to make sure the universe doesn't collapse. Right.
I don't know if you could do that with a wish spell.
I mean, I could just hold it again.
You did do that. We could just make Throck really big again
Yeah,
and have him hold the world up.
Let's go.
Alvin,
Wish spell.
what are you
think?
doing over there? What's happening?
I'm just wondering why you think you're entitled to this dude's wish spells.
We
Thank
saved
you.
him. We saved him.
We are not entitled to it.
Why do you think you're...
I feel like it's a potential weapon to help us, not die.
That too. And plus, I had to just kill my father. Okay, we should at least get
there
something.
were other options.
No, there weren't. And
There were other options.
and you know
Zaylin?
that.
I wish to say something. I am sorry you had to kill your father.
Like, I'm in shock still right now.
Listen. As hard as it is to believe, that guy's life is not about you.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Clearly.
Mr. Berry has been through a traumatic experience,
His last name too.
and he is, I don't know, and he is, his last name might be E.
Yeah.
And he needs someone to be on his side. Now, the reason that I stopped him from casting those spells right away is because we really don't know if they will do anything. They may destroy the multiverse just under the strain of trying to cast such a powerful spell. We don't know. I intend to speak with him and work with him and try to impress upon him the truth of the fact that he will die as well if the multiverse collapses. But he's been through a lot, and those spells are his. We can't take them. And I mean, we literally can't.
I never said that I would take both his wishes. I was just asking for one. And I even said that wish should be used towards this grand scheme.
I understand, but our task is to convince him that he should listen to us about matters like that. And also our task is to make sure that we are correct when we tell him what to do with it.
All right. Tell him just tell him that I'm sorry I threatened to kill him for his wishes.
And tell him I'm also sorry. I had just killed my father, so I am kind of
Also going through something traumatic.
going through some
and
stuff
he
right
is literally the center of the universe right now.
now. Yes.
I mean, he's not. I've explained to you several times
He's
that's
like-
not what he is.
But he's not physically, but
He's a chaos vortex, which he may not be anymore, by the way. Since the Raven Queen broke open the abyss and returned the demons to the multiverse, they used to be the anchor of chaos in the multiverse. There may not be Akun for much longer.
So we don't need him anymore?
No, we still need him.
Elemental forces
No, you.
such as chaos and order are not things that you can simply detect with a spell. So I don't know if he is still anchoring the massive amount of chaos energy that he has been his whole life.
You don't have like a detect magic spell or anything like that?
I just said it's not magic. It's a fundamental force of the universe, and I cannot detect it with any sort of spell.
Okay. I don't know anything about all this.
The only way to detect something like that is to observe him over a long period of time. We know he is Akun Ra because of the circumstances of his birth, because he was created more or less on purpose, and because the events surrounding his life seem to prove it. And maybe that chaos power cannot be separated from him simply. But the fact remains the infinite hordes of the abyss still exist. And passage from the abyss to the rest of the multiverse is possible again.
Auden?
Chaos is back.
No, I mean that in a good way. Maybe you get your wish after all. We didn't get his father, but we might still get... We could possibly somehow use the entire Chaos Army.
Zaylin, please roll history. History or insight, whichever's better for you.
What's my history? 20.
Oh,
Insight.
all right. So you remember something that happened. You remember a conversation you had with Ayu the dragon in the Feywild.
My baby.
Yeah, your baby. When everyone else was talking about restoring the balance to the multiverse by restoring the balance between good and evil, either bringing back the gods of good or slaying the gods of evil, or both. That's what everyone else was talking about. Ayu the dragon told you that there was a second imbalance, the imbalance between order and chaos. And she said that both had to be restored, that you could save the multiverse maybe by restoring the balance between order and chaos. You have brought back the demons.
So now,
I have brought back the demons.
That was directed at the group,
yeah,
but yes,
yeah.
you brought back the demons. Thank you.
It was
So,
primarily.
so how do we bring back the order?
The order's already been here.
Arathis.
Asmodeus is lawful evil,
Oh yeah.
and Arathis is neutral.
So did we technically
Or lawful
do
neutral.
it already?
Wait, isn't Arathis the order?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So as I realized that, didn't so everything should be fine, right? Because
Who are you saying that to? Because what I just said is something you remembered in
Okay.
your own head.
well, yeah, I mentioned this to the group about what the dragon told me
Hmm.
and about the chaos and the order, that they both have to come back for the balance.
I suspect that in much the same way as the decay of the multiverse slowed down after you restored the elves and Carolynn to his power, I suspect that something like that may happen again now. Now that the demons are back, they definitely will add some stability to things, if I have any understanding of it at all. But I still do think it's important that we complete Dave's tasks, because who knows what else could be required. The balance of good and evil is still off, and that's no small thing. Especially considering the fact that the balance tips in favor of evil. I mean, nobody likes that, right? I mean, if the balance is going to be off, it should be all the evil gods who die. That's the way I'd prefer it.
Well, again, the question is, how are we going to do this for you?
Well,
Yes.
I think there's some more pressing matters still. We still have to use your questions.
Yeah.
If that's more time sensitive, maybe, if it's even useful.
Doro.
Yeah.
I can't help but notice that you seem to be stalling.
Yeah, actually, that makes me remember. What about your communications with your other self, and also with? Did you get the message through to the elves? Any response? Can they respond?
Message to the elves.
Weren't you going to warn them?
Oh, yeah. No, that was Abraxiel did that.
Was that a proxy?
Yeah.
Shit. That's what happens when we take 2 weeks off.
Yeah. No, Abraxiel fully went and told the elves.
Okay.
But you... so to your other question, Rod says, communication has been slow and unproductive. But it's amazing that I can communicate at all with beings that don't exist. I might be insane. That just occurred to me.
Yeah, because we haven't heard any of it, right? Or
No.
yeah. Well, I can't even imagine or begin to understand what must be happening inside that made-up brain of yours. Not made up, but restored.
I understand.
Copied.
Invented, yes.
In something. I don't know.
I understand. I'm not a real person. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
But, Daro, as I was saying, I can't help but notice that your quest, which is the only one that doesn't involve directly risking life and limb,
Well, that remains to
was
be seen.
nonetheless put off for last. And now that it is the only one left, you are saying that there are more pressing matters than completing the challenges of the Silver Dragon.
All right. Well, I did put some things into motion. I guess I can go check in on those.
Okay. But in real life, what is Halen going to do with those 3 questions? Because you will run out of time.
Oh, because we're going to probably go to bed or something? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I want to waste the time going to bed. I think I'm just going to...
I'll go with you.
Okay, Throck and Daro are going to split up and go down. What's you're going to stay in the castle and rest, or are you going to go with them?
Well, where are you going to go?
I'm going to go to the tavern.
Going to
where
go to
I
First Fall?
left the message in First Fall, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll absolutely go with you.
What about Oven?
All 3 of them are going down to First Fall.
Zaylin hasn't answered yet.
Oops.
Zaylin might stay in the castle, undecided.
I believe Oven is going to have herself a nice bath and some wine.
Storm Giant Wine coming up.
Yeah.
You know what? I will go with you, but let me just ask my father something real quick
Okay.
before I leave.
I would say you should use up your questions sooner than later, because I don't know how long my thing's going to take.
Well, okay. Well, the first. Oh, okay. So Zen brings up the cage to his face, and he says, "Father, tell me tell me where you've hidden your greatest treasures."
That was a good one.
My greatest treasure
Is your son?
Yeah,
I'm just
right.
kidding.
is my incredible strategic mind, which is currently contained within this gem.
I was afraid you were going to say something like that. Okay.
2 more.
2 more.
We know the hierarchy of hell, right? Basically. Jesus. So we don't have to ask him anything about that necessarily. What about like anything for controlling demons, or like would they be willing to fight for us if it meant stopping the fall of existence? Is the abyss even gonna be threatened?
I'm not sure because
What do you keep rolling over there? You're just eating food and you're like,
Rested.
oh,
I'm using a short rest.
because I kind of want to.
This is what you do, folks, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah,
While everybody else is talking, you do your short rest.
fair enough.
Take care of business.
Are you thinking about another question?
Yeah, I'm thinking about one more question, but as I'm thinking about this, I'll go with you guys.
Okay.
To the thing.
I guess you could bring the carriage with you.
Yeah.
All right, so Oven goes and gets drunk in a bath. And are you going to eat? Are you going to have any table food? Are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Although it's been less than a week since the last time we had it, right?
Yeah, but you can just eat like regular people eat.
Rod, don't let her like pass out in the tub or anything and drown.
Turkey legs.
The clouds.
Red wine.
Yeah.
The cloud servants will surely lift her out of the water.
All right.
I could always turn into an octopus. It's fine.
Not if you're unconscious from the copious amounts of wine intended for creatures that are 26 feet tall.
You can take your liquor pretty well, or wine anyway.
Can she?
I mean, considering how potent it is, I suppose.
All right. So, you guys are heading down to First Fall?
Yes. Okay. So before we go,
Yep.
I don't want him to know it's us.
Who?
Docs. Hopefully, he's the one coming. Okay. So I put out a. We have a code in the assassins, not guild, but world.
Faceless ones.
Faceless ones.
Okay.
It's how you hire other faceless ones, or how people hire faceless ones. I put down a job for a pretty high-paying, very difficult assassination or task. I don't think I put. I can't even remember now. We fought a devil.
I think you just made a mark to summon a faceless one. You didn't give me specifics.
I did not give you specifics, but I did think about them. I did, yeah. Anyway, it's a high-paying job. The way I see it, the world is ending, and only very few people would take this job in this situation. And so I'm hoping he's one of those people, knowing him. That's all I got.
Throck reaches one of the pouches and gives it to you.
What is this?
It's got like 190 gold in it.
For hiring docs.
Basically. Yeah, you need money. You said pay. You said
I have to. Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, I'll
There you
pay.
Got it. You got it. Done.
I mean, I feel like I have to take
Thumbs
this,
up.
like, no matter what.
You got it.
Uh,
Okay, let's go.
okay. Well, all right. I don't know what to expect or what's going to happen, so I figure it'd be best to just start incognito. We can't put you in disguise that he'll figure any disguise out that we put you in, Throck, so we'll just have to hide you. Get a room and hide you in a room. And if I yell
Okay.
the code word, you'll come out and help us.
What's the code word?
Throck! I don't know. I think that's easy enough.
If you want,
I'll try to remember that.
If you want,
Okay.
I could stay close by as a shadow.
While we're talking, by the way, I want to be using my disguise kit for the first time since like the beginning of the campaign
Yeah.
to create like some elaborate robes, a hood.
For yourself?
Yes, for myself. That lets my ears through.
Okay.
Because that's the descriptor I put in the thing, the mark.
Oh, you're making yourself the mark?
I'm making myself the contact for the mark.
Okay.
Because I
You know what? I'm going to say that the marks aren't complex enough for you to like describe yourself.
did I feel like I said in these can't the rest of it.
Fair enough.
There's something about.
Yeah, because I did say the pointy ears.
Look
Yeah,
for
thieves
Yes.
can't is a thing. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. There was something
The
about
mark was to attract him specifically.
And you haven't seen him since you got the pointy ears. So.
Yes, yeah. That's how he's going to find me in the tavern.
Yeah.
I could stick close by.
Are you
as a
changing your
shadow.
skin?
I'm going to look like a old elf, sort
Alright.
of. But I mean, well, an old guy with pointy ears.
All right.
It's just a random old guy that I saw on the street at some point in time in my past.
Cool. You are an old guy in a tavern.
We want to rent out a room to throw Throck in.
Okay. I mean, everyone in this tavern knows who you guys are.
How do they know who we are?
Yeah.
This is First Fall.
Oh, they know.
You guys came here and brought the
Okay,
You show up with me.
You came here with a messenger
then let me
of the goddess.
let me finish this plan real quick.
Yeah.
You take Throck, put him in a room. I'll come in separately.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you?
Yes,
'cause
that can
if you're
be.
disguised, then they don't
Yeah,
know.
they don't know who I am.
what they know.
Yeah, I bring Flock in. I'm like, hey, yeah,
Do you
let's
roll
go.
for disguise kit? Or,
Hey.
like, how that-
No,
how
it's
does
just
that-
it's
Hey.
as long
How's
as
the
what you
kids?
want to create is something you could reasonably have in there, it's fine.
Well, I'm more like
Yeah, like
Create
robes and a
something-
hood or something you would reasonably have in there. What was that?
I was.
I think she sneezed.
Yeah.
Oh,
or paper.
it sounded like something sliding across something.
Yeah.
No, it was my watch catching on my microphone.
Ah,
R.I.P. headphones.
I send Flock to the room with me.
okay. You guys go down. You find an inn. One of the ones that you drank in the first time you were here. Not the tiny one where you scared the guy out, but one of the other ones. And
I can't remember, but I may have mentioned a specific inn that we discussed last game, but I can't remember which one it was. We'll just assume it's that one.
I mean, the inns in First Fall, there's a couple of them that actually are named.
Yeah.
Well, let me see them.
The Junkie Unicorn.
I absolutely have it in my brain. I know exactly where we're going.
What?
I showed this picture of particularly
I don't know.
First
I don't know
Falls
that you
in-
care. It doesn't matter. We haven't been to First Fall in months, but
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
It was an inn we've been to before, I think.
yes, yeah, for sure. It's an inn you've been to before.
Yeah, so I'm going to pull up. I'm going to try to sit kind of away from everyone else, so I'm kind of alone.
Okay.
Maybe near a fire so that it's backlighting me, hiding my face a little bit more.
And as he's getting to position, I'm gonna come down there in my shadow form, and just hold up near the wall, near where the candles are, so I'm inside another shadow.
Okay.
I'm way more nervous than I feel like I should be for this. Okay. Do I see anybody around that looks like anybody eyeballing me? Anybody that might be in disguise?
Yes.
I'm looking like crazy. 'Cause,
Yeah, you see easily
Okay.
an old man who's like trying to sneak through the tavern, but Darrow doesn't play D&D. But Darrow, like, if he did, Darrow would say this is someone who knows how to sneak really well, but is failing all his rolls. This guy is like, he's sort of doing the right things, but badly. And he's just walking up to you, like, limping, and he gets up to you, and he says, "It's been a long time."
Do I know you?
Probably not, but I know you.
Then who am I?
You're someone that owes me his life. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a coin. It's a gold coin with a head on it that has no face. And he
Is he gonna
places
toss it to his witcher?
no. He places it on the table in front of you. You recognize this coin. This is a token. It's the other way to get a faceless one besides making a mark. It's a token that if you leave it at any tavern, a faceless one will find you. And he places it in front of you. He says, "I was given this coin for a service rendered to a faceless one 30 years ago. I know what happened to your parents, and I saved you from being sacrificed to some dark god, and I gave you to the man that raised you. My name is Sekar Ma."
I definitely lean back in my chair like, holy shit. But I try to keep my composure.
"I recognize you because of the mark you made. You're looking for him, aren't you?"
Fuck. Can I first roll an insight to make sure it's not Docs?
You can roll an insight.
Just try to figure out,
We'll
like,
see what you know.
oh shit, that's terrible. 14.
You have no fucking clue if this is Docs or not. You have never been able to spot Docs when he's in disguise.
Yeah.
He has spotted you every time, and you have never been able to spot him. And the other thing is, he's never shown you his real face.
And I would not remember this guy because I was a baby at the time.
You were a baby at the time. Do you guys remember this guy?
You played the game, or you played that.
Yeah, this was. I don't think either of them were in the game, but they might have watched it.
Oh.
I played, Sarah played, and then that side of the table was Carrie, Eric, and Rob.
Oh.
Yeah. This was the Daro's origin story one shot.
No, I want to watch that one though.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me. I gotta see this.
Follow the
Alright,
baby.
well-
It's called.
What?
Follow the baby.
Follow the baby.
Follow the baby.
Follow the baby.
I start tapping my foot under the table. Docs.
Nice try. But I have seen him. It took me a long time to learn to read your marks, and when I did, he caught me. I work for him now. He's not here, but he had a feeling that you'd come back here to try and find him. He said you could never stay away. This old man just sits down at the table, thunks down. Since I've been working for him, he never took the coin back. I'm giving it to you now. You're a faceless one as well. You have to take the job.
You're giving me a job right now?
Yeah? Fortunately, it aligns with your apparent interests. You're looking for Docs?
Yep.
I would like you to kill Docs.
Whoa.
And I know that with a coin like this, it's refusal. It means what?
You're not sure, because no faceless ones ever refused it.
Well.
I mean, it's a job. You'd get paid for it. And you did technically quit.
Yes. Well, no one knows that yet.
Yeah, there's no way to communicate that to the world. There's no LinkedIn in Archonia.
I think you have me mistaken for someone else. I'm just an old man.
No, you're not. You're about 30.
Technically, I'm older because of that ghost thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
10 years old.
Not in real time, though.
Not in real time, yeah. And if I refuse?
I'll have to tell Docs. Either way, you get to see him. Maybe.
How far is he from here?
Let's do this. Okay, that's a map we're going to use later. I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to show you this one.
Oh, look.
You're in Lethia?
Yep.
He says, Docs told me he was heading to Hatra. He needed to get out of Lethia because of the hordes of monsters coming through
Doesn't
from
sound like
every
him.
direction.
He's a monster himself.
I
All right, give
agree.
me the coin and give me his location.
He flicks the coin over at you, and he gives you he gives you a crossroads to be at in Hatra, between two major villages there. He says that there's someone Docs is waiting for at this crossroads.
So let me just make sure I got this straight.
Yeah.
Out of character. Doc sent this guy to do what originally? And then but instead of doing what he was supposed to do, he's hiring me to kill Docs.
Docs told him to wait here for you and tell you where Docs was, which he has technically done. But he is also hiring you to kill Docs.
All right. Okay.
Because Docs knew you so well that he knew you'd come back here looking for him for some reason.
I thought I knew him too. I thought I knew him well enough that he would have come himself.
You ascribe feelings to someone who has none.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a problem. Anyway, consider this done. If I ever see you again, I'm going to kill you.
Suppose I do you a favor before you leave. Suppose I tell you why this job is something you might want to do on your own.
I don't know if you can surprise me, but sure, why not?
First time I ever laid eyes on Docs, he was slitting your mother's throat.
Whoa.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, Dara looks calm for a minute and then just takes out a knife and stabs the table. Yeah, that would do it. Why? So you brought me to him. Wait, what happened?
I was part of a group. A crew, you might say. We were the best of the best. We were hiding out in Archonia to get away from the consequences of our actions, as I'm sure you're familiar with. You're upstairs. You're in a room.
I don't know what he's like.
Someone found us in a tavern like this one, but shittier. It smelled of salt and bad booze. A soldier, commander of a unit, and later found out he was with the Order of Asmodeus, came to us and hired us to find a baby. He gave us a little box. Said the box would vibrate if we touched it to the skin of the correct baby. Apparently, many groups were out looking for this baby in Archonia. He wouldn't tell us why. He wouldn't tell us what he was going to do with the baby. We took the job because we didn't care. Long story short, we tracked down the baby and his parents. But we tracked down the parents first at their house. Your father was dead on the floor. Dismembered somehow. Bites out of him. The man that had hired us from the tavern, even though he'd gone the other direction originally, was in the room, killing your mother. Found out afterwards it wasn't the same man, it was someone who could look like him. And he wanted this baby to save it from people who wanted to kill it. You'd already been taken, some sort of creature with tentacles, disguised as a man. It was doing some kind of ritual on you. We never found out what it wanted. But we killed it. I killed it. And I held you in my arms and handed you to the only person present that seemed to give a shit what happened to you. And that was the man that killed your mother. He gave me the coin, and I went back and picked up the box. That's how I knew it was you. He pulls this little weird magical box like a cube out of his pocket, puts it down. Turns out it doesn't have to actually touch you. It was vibrating.
I stare at him and the box for a minute. I take the box and I leave.
It vibrates when you grab it.
Great. Might come in handy. I don't know. I leave towards their room, and I
Zalen's there. You heard the whole thing from the shadows.
Yes.
oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Oh, and then I go to Throck's room and I open the door. And
You don't get to the room before you see Throck. Throck did not stay in the room.
What are you doing? Are you just wandering the hallways?
Yep.
Okay. Throck's there just picking stuff off the floor.
Yeah, doing a little bit of that, but also like going over to the stairs.
Waiting to be called.
You're like a puppy.
Yeah.
So Zalen comes around the corner and he says, I heard everything. Are you ready?
Yeah, we kill him. I kill him. We kill him.
I am.
You gonna go through with it?
It's like, imagine growing up with a person with no emotion and trying to understand your own emotions.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, I can understand what you're going through a little bit now.
Like my logical brain and my anger, I want to kill him. But then he also saved me. And all right, let's just go. Let's see what happens. I feel like let's take a nap. Let's get some rest. Take Castle over, I guess. And I don't mind making him wait for 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You're going to rest first then.
Yes, but before I rest, I gotta ask these two questions.
Yeah, you do.
I gotta ask these two questions real quick.
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh. This is good.
What's the average air flight speed?
Of a laden swallow.
Is that the question?
No.
uh,
DM's intervening. No, that's not the question.
What is your favorite color?
How do you get Throck to follow orders?
Throck's pretty good at following
Yeah.
orders as long as they come from the right person.
Yeah. It's off. Plain and simple.
I'm trying to think, like...
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Emotionally, do you need to resolve anything?
yes. But I kind of want to save that for my last wish.
Okay. Then
I mean, my last
tactically, do you need to resolve anything? Is there?
question. Yeah, I was going to ask him...
Run it by Doro and Throck.
Okay. Well,
I got you, buddy.
Okay, well, I was...
Put on my thinking.
Mostly Doro.
So I was going to ask him maybe who his master was, that I could seek him out.
Nah, you're his master.
No, not right now.
Well, you are.
I mean, yeah, technically.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I'm trying to figure out if I can learn something from my father.
The insight of a puppy.
And
It works.
I was trying to figure out where his treasures were, but he keeps thinking about his tactics. So maybe I can learn from whoever he learned his tactics from.
What would he do to defeat
Asmodeus.
or the Lich or any of our enemies? Pick one.
Well, he will probably just use his power. So I don't know if that's a waste.
Is he that strong though, or is he that smart and cunning?
He tried
Where are you having this conversation?
in the tavern. Oh,
Yeah, we're like we're
Well, in
basically in,
our
the
room.
doorway of the room.
In the hall.
In
Yeah.
the tavern.
Yeah.
Okay.
in a room, and
Right at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to be a waste because he could just say, "Oh, I'll just use my own."
Yeah, if anyone comes to the bottom of the stairs, we all just like give them a look and hopefully scare them away.
What you know about your spell is that it forces him to answer truthfully and to the best of his ability.
Yes.
So when he said that my greatest treasure is my cunning mind, like he meant it. He wasn't just bullshitting. Like he actually feels that way.
Like
Which is why I think he has a strategy that we could use.
So you're asking me what he would do in our situation?
Or, yeah, I mean, pick a front, and I guess
I don't know.
we'd have to explain our situation to him. Then I guess.
To
I don't know how it works.
No, to kill Asmodeus.
Do we need to kill Asmodeus?
No, because we sent that demon slayer after him, right?
How do we know he's going to be successful?
He looked pretty good.
He's all right.
When was the last time he had a long rest, though? I mean, you might have,
About
you'd have one
about
HP.
a million years.
Yeah.
What you guys saw in the abyss, though, was he got stronger every time he harmed a creature of evil.
That's true. Okay.
So, like, killing is his long rest.
That's awesome. Life
Must be
goals.
nice.
Life goals.
I feel like I just want to ask him who taught you, like, how to be so strategic, and where can I find him? Yeah.
You think you're going to find a mentor and learn how to defeat the enemy before the enemy destroys all of existence?
Because I don't know.
I don't. Yeah, it's a tough one.
Well, because I try to, or I could ask him where he found his, or how he crafted his armor, or his weapons.
Can you wear armor?
Well, maybe for Thok.
Yeah, it's okay stuff.
It didn't quite fit you, right?
While you
Well-
guys are discussing this, I'm going to cut back to Oven.
Okay.
Oven, you do, in fact, fall unconscious while still in humanoid form and find yourself being lifted.
I don't think I was drinking that much.
Well, you were going to sleep and drink, so it got away from you. But you slip into the water and find yourself being lifted out by a cloud servant and placed upon a bed. An unknown amount of time passes, and then you awaken to a knock on the door.
What?
Are you the skull-headed one?
The what skull-headed one?
Are you the skull-headed? Are you the lady with the
Yes.
deer skull? Can I come in?
Who are you?
It's me.
I
Barry.
don't
It's
know.
Barry. Remember me? We met in the weird hut.
Give me a minute. And I'm gonna go ahead and kind of like sort of clean myself up.
Well, you were in the bath. You're probably clean.
I mean, yeah, but
Like,
you know, like
put clothes
mussy
on.
hair and everything.
Okay.
Sure. All right.
Make myself presentable.
There you go.
Get 'em.
First time for everything.
You get your
Yeah.
wishes.
Put a robe on, perhaps. Put my cloak on.
The first wish spell has been spent. All right. Well, when
Go ahead and open the door and just kind of glare at him,
can you?
having been in the middle of my beauty rest.
I'm sorry. The wizard keeps He keeps following me around. Can you?
Are you looking for a place to hide? What is this?
Yes, I would like to hide from the wizard, please.
Why? What the hell is he doing now? Follow me, and I'm gonna go down to the basement and call out for a cloud servant as I'm going.
Okay, a cloud servant appears.
If the cloud servant could be so kind as to kind of, use the navigator tools to zoom around Archonia, see where our edges are.
Oh, like where the edges of existence are?
Mm-hmm.
Smart.
He does so, and Barry's like, "What's going on? What is this?
The universe
this-
is collapsing. We're all going to become nothingness.
At that moment, Rod walks in and goes, "Yes, she's telling the truth. You must speak with me." He goes, "Ah!" And he runs around the other side of the well from where Rod is. He says, "How does he always know where I am?"
Rod, what are you doing?
I just thought You understand how powerful the spells are, right? I just thought Barry's had a little rest.
Leave the poor man alone.
His reaction's irrational. He keeps running away from me. I'm not going to hurt you, man. That's what every wizard says, and then you end up hunted by a devil and imprisoned forever in a tomb of crystal, and then you come back and there's monsters everywhere and the universe is collapsing. That's what wizards
Point
do.
of order.
Yes.
It was
What?
not forever.
It may as well have been. Because when I got back, the world was ending. Like, imminently.
You wizards.
Okay, but you still have... Looks at an imaginary watch. A couple of days, baby? You're fine. You're fine. Enjoy your last few days. Rod, leave him alone.
I have a suggestion.
Okay,
Just a
what is your suggestion?
Just a suggestion for Mr. Barry. You wish that you could go back to your family and so forth, I assume. Barry just sort of nods. Rod says, well, you spend your second wish on that, to go back in time, to be with your family as though you were never kidnapped and taken prisoner. You put your first wish into this, and he holds up a ring.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Well, we don't have one.
No.
My interest is piqued.
This is a ring of spell storing. Barry, if you use one wish to store the wish spell in a ring, any one of us could cast the spell. And as soon as we figure out the best possible use for a wish spell here at the end of the multiverse, we do so. But you don't have to wait around and see it. You can go home afterwards. And Barry says, or I could go home with my first wish and still have another one.
Man, I'm not there.
The problem, Rod, is that you seem to think everybody is altruistic.
I don't think that. I've lived
Wow.
quite long enough to know better, but Barry seems like a nice guy, if a little rattled.
I kind of smile in a way that shows my canines.
At Rod? Or at Barry?
At Barry. Roll intimidation. No, don't roll intimidation.
Barry's shoulders sort of slump for a second. And without looking up, he says, I wish to store this spell in that ring. And it echoes throughout the whole castle. The castle like shakes and like violently shakes like it's going to fall out of the sky for a second. You hear an explosion from somewhere down below, like through the thing. And but then like reality sort of like warps a little bit, and the ring Rod is holding gets white hot, and he drops, he fumbles it, but he catches it again.
Crazy.
That's funny because I.
And then
You're gonna make him roll on the table.
nope. And then Barry, I already described the side effect.
Yeah, I know.
And then Barry looks up and says, good luck. I wish I was back in my own time.
With your family.
And he actually just explodes.
Oh.
Blood everywhere.
No way.
Gets on Rod, gets on you.
So is it possible to go back in time?
Maybe it used to be.
Not now, though.
And Rod goes,
Oh, Barry.
Damn.
And I look at Rod and go, and now he's gonna pop up in the house again.
oh, You're right.
Oh man, he's gonna be pissed.
It's just the worst day.
At least we don't have to clean it up ourselves. Cloud servants!
I just took a bath.
That poor man. You just took a bath? That's what you think the worst thing is that just happened?
I mean, I'm a little bit cleaner about my sacrifices. Sort of. When they're small. Okay, I'm not clear about my sacrifices.
Yeah, it's
Fine.
pretty much blood and guts everywhere.
Well, you know, when he comes back into the hut, you're dealing with him. I told you all to leave him alone.
Well, are you asking Rod to go to the hut?
No.
Okay.
But I'm sure as, you know, reality continues to collapse.
Well, perhaps we can get Moira here to bring him back. We have the body still, or most of it. It's in...
Yeah, just have the cloud servants collect it all into a jar.
Yeah, they're already doing... You're not there yet. They're
Oh,
already
okay,
doing
yeah.
that.
That's great. Jeez.
All right. So
I've
you...
never been more disappointed in an apparition.
I'm sorry. I just got a little excited. I also told those others to leave him alone. He was so irrationally afraid of me. He seems to equate me with some other wizards that he knew.
Did he?
Just some random wizards.
Imagine if you were trapped for millions of years by wizards. Of course you would be afraid.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I was.
You did that to yourself.
No, other Rod did it to me.
You are Other Rod.
No.
Yes.
I have his memories and personality, but I did not do that to me. I came into being when he cast that spell. And then I
So you're a clone.
I stayed there in his tower for over 1,000,000 years until Zaylin walked in.
Well, so then you should know this poor man's fear of wizards.
I guess.
Okay then.
On the plus side, he holds up the glowing ring. I'm going to...
Don't we already have one of those?
Not with a wish spell in it.
Who has the other ring?
What other ring? There's a ring of spell storing that Zaylin has, but there's
That one.
there's no wish spell in it.
Okay. How many of these spell storing rings do you have?
Rod will explain that he made this one. He had been planning to put some powerful magic in it to help you guys out, but he hadn't yet. And then Barry came along.
I mean, wouldn't it make just the most sense in terms of a wish that we now have after having murdered this poor man?
We didn't murder him. That was... to be fair, apparently that would have happened anyway. And if he had wished to go home first, the second wish spell would have been wasted. And I did warn everyone repeatedly that the wish spell was so powerful it might destroy the universe. Fortunately, it only destroyed Barry. It's not fortunate for Barry. It makes little difference to him, but... Like I said, maybe Moira can... Anyway, I'm going to keep this. And he leaves.
I'm going to turn back to the cloud servant and say, keep scrolling.
He keeps scrolling around. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Just kind of where the edges of reality fade.
Okay, so...
And any kind of weird things along those borders.
All right, so it's hard to tell because it's totally, completely pitch black everywhere except where humans have lit fires. It is also, it seems like it's been so long now that people are starting to run out of fuel. Candles have burned low, firewood is running out, oil lamps are going dry. It has been a moonless, starless night for weeks. I mean, there are still trees that could be cut down, but like firewood stockpiles are running out. People are well into rationing their fuel because it's the only source of light. What you see is that part of Lethia is gone, the westernmost part. There's a weird sort of shape to it where the Jotunheim Mountains are still intact. But the edge of the universe runs through the top sort of 40% of Khitan there. Sabrakor is completely gone. And then it ends out in the ocean on the east side. That big island, Azure, is still there, but the water is the edge of the world. The very bottom of that southwestern continent is, or the very western edge of that southeastern continent is sticking in, and then all of Ophir and most of Achaea are gone.
Okay.
So it's not like perfectly round, but like things are closing in. Your boys are in First Fall, which is at the edge of Lethia and the Untamed Steppes.
Right.
So they're not super close to the edge, but there they are.
Can we zoom in a little on Aemon?
Actually, no, I can't. What are you?
Well, no, I mean not you, but
Oh, you're asking the
I
cloud servant.
kind of look at I look at the cloud servant and kind of point to that shape in the middle and go, let's look at this.
Okay, yeah, he zooms in on it. It's a volcanic island covered with. It's made mostly of obsidian, covered with ash. You can see some things here because there are active volcanoes all over it. It's a very large island, as you can see on the map. It's the size of some of the countries.
What do my non-elf eyes see?
Well, your Shadarkai night vision sees more than most. There are no visible habitations on the island, but there are docks on the western shore.
Oh, that's where he's at.
Facing Zamar, facing Zamar and Nineveh. Piers. There are piers on the western shore. But there are no villages or towns or anything near those piers or anywhere else on the island.
And what about that northeastern? I just like map surfing, but
that continent up there?
Mm-hmm.
That is beyond the edge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the edge is between Amon and that continent.
Gotcha.
Out of character, I'll tell you, Asynia is what Sekar Ma just mentioned to Dox. That's where that's where Daro's little baby adventure took place. Daro was a baby there in Asynia, but it's gone now.
Let's go back to Jotunheim, because I was under the impression that disappeared back when we were back there.
No, Jotunheim didn't disappear. There is Graven Hollow collapsed, which is the library that was way, way down underground but just the Library of Gravenhollow collapsed in on itself. The rest of Jotunheim, which is the whole giant nation, way up in the mountain peaks, that's still there. And very strange that it is still there, because the shape of the universe is bending to accommodate Jotunheim.
Interesting. And then we do know that that's where the Mind Flayers were coming out from.
What's where the Mind Flayers are coming out from?
Graven Hollow.
Oh, at that time, yes. Yeah. It's not like the source of the Mind Flayer problem, but yes, there were Mind Flayers there.
Right, but if the universe is bending around Jotunheim...
There's something else you obviously have forgotten in real life, but there's something else that Oven knows about Jotunheim. The entire mountain range sits upon the back of Daeve the dragon.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps it's time to go back to the horse trees.
Okay. There is still an army of Ermin encamped about the horse trees.
I just meant like in general as a group.
Okay.
Yay for the
Because it seems to me that we will certainly need to go back at least for the elves.
Indeed.
And have a discussion.
Okay. Well, on that note, I'm going to cut back to the guys.
And we are a cloud flying through the air.
Are
oh,
you?
no, wait, no, we're still
No,
doing a question.
Zalen's asking.
I still want to ask those last two questions.
I'm gonna give you those last two questions. Let's get through them real quick, please, and then we're gonna go to our break.
Any last suggestions before I give what I want to do?
Oh, I got a lot.
And they're all about bacon or mostly about bacon?
Maybe.
Whatever you want at this point. I think you, it's your father, and you need to feel satisfied with what you ask.
All right. So he takes up the cage and he asks his father, "Father, if you could teach me one of your most important lessons, what would it be?"
Oh, fuck, that's good.
Never give up. I will not give up. I have done everything to overthrow Asmodeus, even unto pursuing the end of existence. And when your spell wears off of this crystal, I will return to the infinite hells and find a way to continue fighting.
And I will continue to make sure that your plans will not be fulfilled. And final question. How do you feel now knowing that your son defeated you?
Angry! And the crystal explodes.
All right.
Not even proud, just angry.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Boy,
So
if he takes a level in barbarian, yes, we're in trouble.
I want to move things along a little faster when we get to the back half. So
Okay.
just to set things up now, you're planning to go to that crossroads?
yeah, we're gonna zip back to the castle, take a break, catch up with Avin.
I do need to rest.
Most likely bring her along.
Yeah, we'll do a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
And
Or a long rest,
then poof back.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys head back to the castle, you go to bed, and you'll wake up in the morning ready to go meet Docs.
Sweet.
All right, guys, we are about to take a 10-minute break. It is 10:05 p.m. here in California, so we'll be back around 10:15, and we will see everyone then. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you in a bit.
It's gonna get interesting.
Yes.
Bye.
Welcome back. We are
Oh, you caught me in the middle of a sneeze.
still here, except for Carolyn, who's still there at whatever place she's at.
Quick dimension door over here.
Probably her house. Could be
Dimension
outer
door.
space.
Teleport.
Oh, wait, you still have to have line of sight, right? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I was watching Dimension 20 today as an older one, and I felt very happy because it was their first. They'd done several campaigns, but it was the first one they were doing live, and it was like episode 7 or 8 of it. And like one of the players was late. The DM got like 2 Skype calls on his computer, like with a loud notification in the middle of the game. And then the crew interrupted at one point to tell them that they'd lost connection to the stream. And I was just like, oh man, even the pros. Even the pros.
Even the
tough.
pros.
It happens.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Well, we are back. Everyone has reached the castle. And
Rested.
we are going to go ahead and skip past the long rest. Except for one thing. After you wake up, Zaylin, Rod pulls you aside and says, so there was a little incident while you guys were gone. I killed Barry.
So Zaylin goes, what?
I didn't mean to.
And you were telling me not to squander this?
I didn't squander it. Look. He holds up a ring. I asked Barry to store one wish spell in a ring for us and use the other for himself. He did so. The second spell killed him.
I thought you were asking him to marry you. So much better.
No. The ring is visibly glowing. Like, it's like visibly magic to the eye.
So
Magic wedding ring. I don't know.
So Zaylin says, wait.
Sorry, I'm not even there. You pulled him aside.
Zaylin says, wait, he blew up.
Yeah, he cast his second wish spell, and instead of traveling back in time, he just exploded.
He tried to go back in time.
He wanted to go back to his own time before he was kidnapped.
And the wish wouldn't let him?
More likely, the multiverse couldn't support a wish of that magnitude in its current state. Traveling back in time over 1,000,000 years, it must have been too much.
All right, well. You want me to hold on to that?
No, I'm going to hold on to this until we figure out what best to do with it. Obviously, I have recently made a tactical error, but I still think I'm the best person to make decisions in the group.
He's just lucky I'm not there.
Well, okay. But after we're done with Daro's thing, we gotta discuss this. Definitely.
Absolutely. We will discuss it. We will not use this ring unless we all agree on how it should be used. Because we only get one chance with it.
Yes.
I warned him! Look, I feel worse about it than anyone, but there's a lot going on right now.
I walk up, like, eating from the table. Wait, who got murdered? What?
Barry.
Did you find Docs?
Wait, don't change the subject on me now.
How does it feel?
Damn it. Touche. All right, yes, I did.
Outcast away! Flies off on his broom.
Long story short, we have a ring now that Rod has that has one wish in it, so we don't have to worry about asking Barry now.
So you killed him?
Rod's gone.
Oh.
No. Apparently, he killed himself trying to do a really, really tough wish that the universe wouldn't let him do. So that's
Cool.
what happened.
I walk into the room. Nope. Rod killed him.
So,
Throck, are you there?
No, man, I mean.
Okay.
Good.
Well, that I imagine that's the room there.
yeah,
Oh,
we're,
well then-
like,
well then, yeah,
I brought a
well,
plate
yeah.
over to
Yeah,
top
then
that.
Throck, you and only you, when Avin says Rod killed him, you see one of your cloud giant servants way in the background just go.
Wait,
No, that's not.
so we're all in agreement that we'll let Rod make the wish just in case it happens again?
What, the blowing up thing?
Yeah. He's not a real guy anyway, right?
He's not a real guy.
I mean, I guess so.
Wow.
But we gotta take care of your thing first.
Okay. My baggage. Time to take care of Darrow's baggage.
So,
All right.
I didn't want me to.
yeah, you want us to just kill dogs when we see them?
I don't carry your baggage, but whatever.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait, what?
Uh,
No, let me.
We're doing what now?
Okay. We
Carry
found
his
Docs.
baggage.
I explained this to you last night before we went to bed. We found Docs, and we have to go. Here, carry this little sack of gold.
Oh,
It's about 150 or so gold.
wow. Put that back on my inventory.
Yes, so we found Docs. We're gonna go confront him. Let me try to talk to him first.
Try to talk to him, but you got the hit on him.
Yes.
You're gonna murder. Okay.
Well, I don't have to go through with it. I'm not technically an assassin anymore.
But this should resolve your feelings, though, right?
But he did possibly. I don't. Does killing your caregiver make you love yourself?
But it will.
Throck, you see another cloud servant just shake his head.
It will give you a sense of revenge, like
That's
I
how I
do, because I killed my father not too long yesterday.
I was there. I know. I saw
Okay.
that. Man,
And
we had a lot of daddy issues.
I'm still in a lot of shock right now from it, but I do feel pretty good.
Avin didn't kill her father.
Yeah, Alvin, where's your father?
Her mother killed him.
Oh. Well, that's still daddy issues, I feel like.
I don't even know who my dad is.
So you probably killed him.
No,
I mean, it's possible.
You did see your mom in a vision at one point.
It's actually 100% possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Throck almost certainly killed his dad. Throck killed a lot of people.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
know
just-
how much 100% is?
No. I didn't
you don't.
say
You
that.
don't.
I'm
Wait,
fairly
Throck.
certain Avin and her dad had a good relationship as
You don't.
old
You don't
school
happen.
druid
You
relationships.
don't happen to
go.
have like a keepsake of your father on you that you've kept this whole time, like a piece of him or something.
All right, here we go. Start digging.
Once again,
I mean, I have my father's hand.
Throck and all Ermin does not
No
understand the
idea.
concept
No
of fatherhood.
idea.
Babies come out of women. What the hell is a father?
Yep.
There's something I want to set up for the fight.
Yeah.
Slash, not fight maybe.
Hit me.
Well, how high? We talked about this so long ago. How high is the portal off the ground technically?
20 feet, but you don't fall that distance. When you aim it and zoom all the way in, it looks like it's about 20 feet. But when you actually jump through, if it's zoomed all the way in, it looks more like the Bifrost to people who are down there. You just shoot down in a burst of magic power.
That if we do
Oh,
that.
I'm gonna appear right in front of his face. But I would like to separate my shadow and have the shadow simultaneously jump through and land behind him, or shortly after, if we can't do it simultaneously.
So you want to surround him? You want like a
I
surprise
just want my
attack?
shadow behind him.
I will say, based on what I just described, that definitely won't work. Because the shadow, if the shadow passes through as a separate person, it will also Bifrost, and it will be visible. It's like a burst of magic power when you hit the ground.
And it won't happen at the same time, so there's no way to distract him.
Yeah, and if one happens in front of him and then a second later one happens behind him, he'll know there's someone behind him.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I won't do that then. In fact, it might be better to keep my shadow attached to me.
As previously discussed.
Okay. Let's do this.
All right.
Don't kill him unless I start trying to kill him, please.
Okay.
So Sekar Ma gave you the exact location of this crossroads, and because of that, even though you've never been to Hatra, you are able to find it fairly quickly. Where is it? This one.
Code word, right?
I've got a new little app on my phone. I'm controlling the stream transitions with big fancy buttons instead of the mouse and keyboard. All right, so yeah, you guys are basically like dead center in the nation of Hatra there, which is like a desert nation. And at this point, I will bring back that map we briefly glimpsed by accident earlier. So this is a map by a friend of the stream called Gavatone.
Nice.
Gavatone Maps created this and contacted me about using it on the stream. I says to him, we don't use a virtual tabletop. We have a real table, and how am I supposed to use this? So what I did was, hello, Gavatone Maps. He's watching tonight because I told him we'd be putting this thing on. So there it is. I wanted to show it on the screen so you could see his actual artwork and how amazing it is, because it really is good. This is one of many, many pieces of art that he has created to use as battle maps for your games. They will be very useful if you run a virtual tabletop game like on Roll20 or Fantasy Grounds or something like that. Or if you want to do what I did and print one out. I wanted to show this on screen before I show that, because it looks different, obviously.
Physical version.
That physical version, I had that printed out because we use a real tabletop. I think it looks pretty damn good, even printed out. I would change some things about the print if I were to do it again, because it actually looks better on camera than it does in real life. But do check out Gavatone Maps. He's on Instagram. He has a Patreon. Obviously, amazing artist. Just check out this work that he did for us. And I mean, he had exactly what I needed. I asked him, when he contacted me, he had all these maps, and I said, "Do you have XYZ?" And he said, "Yeah, here it is." I said, "Do you have a nighttime version?" He said, "Yes." So there you go.
Just in case you need to see.
Yeah, there it
how
is
it's
again.
spelled out. There we go.
Gavatone Maps. Yes.
Not everybody
If
has
you-
benefit of chat right now.
Yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, you can see him in the chat right now, but otherwise, that's the Patreon. Great stuff there. And it happens, Daro, that as you aim the portal around, this is what you see from above. There is a crossroads here, and there is a carriage that is burning. And actually, what's not on Gavatone's map, but you do see a couple of burned bodies, or burning bodies, next to the carriage. And this guy, let's put him just on the opposite side of the carriage from the road. Yeah. He is standing there going through loot from the carriage.
All right. You want to go down first?
Yeah.
Okay, where would you like to land? Go ahead and put your mini down where it needs to be.
Oh man, there's so many fun things I could do. I'm gonna land just right on the other side of the trailer or wagon. And
He looks up, and obviously it's a 2D map, but he looks up through the burning carriage
and one of the
through
fire.
the windows, and sees you through the flames.
I didn't take you for much of a looter.
He looks confused.
All right, and then I'm gonna drop down.
Before you do, Daro, roll insight.
Non-natural 20.
This guy's a decoy. Dox is behind you.
Figured.
Oh, yeah.
Here. Put him behind that bush.
This one?
Yep. You read the situation well enough to know Dox would 100% have sent a decoy. He knew you were coming.
Yeah, so I would like to throw a knife at the... Is that a bush or a tree?
It's a bush.
Oh, that's not as fun.
It's, I mean, it's like a shrub, you know. It's a big shrub.
Is there anything near him I could stick a knife in that's not him? I'm just going to throw it at his feet so it like sticks right without looking.
All right, do an attack roll.
Okay.
And this, obviously you're throwing it at the ground, but this is to see if you hit the spot in the ground that you're aiming for.
Okay. Okay. Attack roll with the dagger thrown?
Yep.
Okay. Oh my god. 30.
Where do you want it to be?
Right between his legs on the ground. Like right between
His feet? Yeah,
Yeah.
you get it. In fact, you throw it through the brambles, the branches of the shrub, right there. He doesn't look down at it. He doesn't flinch at all.
Yeah.
He is in the guise of an old woman right now.
I'm
But
still in the guise of an old man.
Yeah, and he just looks at you and says,
I'm going to turn around and face him.
"What's with the ears, boy?"
What, you don't know? This is the real thing.
The real what?
The reason I was hunted all those years ago as a baby.
I see you met Sekar Ma.
Yeah, he told me some things. I draw my sword. A few things that you should probably explain.
I thought he was mad at me.
All right. And that's when I come down
All right.
right next to him, like on this side. And you want to appear here?
Hold on a second.
We should probably top up then, I guess.
Never
Where
mind.
you coming, huh?
I guess behind the decoy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, who even is that guy, huh?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I guess I could have grabbed her. Oh, sorry.
He did. He left it for you.
I thought you said, I didn't know you stopped.
Behind the decoy.
Behind the decoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And El Thraco? Next to Dar.
I...
Right next to
Not
Dar.
like right behind him, like just out of reach.
They're right here.
There's actually a bend at the edge of the table. The map is bending up, so you can't get too much further. But yeah, you can be like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It makes me visibly happy that the rock landed next to me.
Yeah, what's up?
A fist bump.
I'm just trying to do strategic.
So
I'm just
Zaylin,
making sure he's not running away.
when you land,
Every
there is
Every time.
already a sword at your throat. Daro, you saw this. Zaylin didn't, but when that flicker of magical power of a person about to arrive, when that first flicker happened, Dox's hand went, and he's got a sword at Zaylin's throat.
I'm going to flip him the coin.
Catches it. Ah, is this the one I gave? That motherfucker. He's dead. He's dead.
Well, I think you need to worry about what's before you right now.
Oh, I don't have to worry about that. I know you. You quit. Isn't that right, boy?
How would you know I quit?
You told people.
Yeah.
I didn't leave First Fall right away.
You look good like this. You should keep it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it'll be a while before they are looking for the real one. Gestures towards one of the burning bodies.
So why'd you do it? Why did you... Yeah, why did you do it?
Which thing do you mean, boy?
Me. Why did you save me? Why did you kill my mom?
Got paid.
You got paid to take me in or kill my mom?
I really don't think that you need the answers to all these questions.
Oh, I think he needs the answers.
And you see like Raylan like crackling his hand. He needs all the answers.
What good's it gonna do you, boy? I did good by you. I taught you how to be invisible. I taught you how to not get caught. You were born and they were hunting you. I'm the reason they didn't find you. Why are you treating me like the enemy?
Because you never taught me how to be anything but a killer. Do you even love yourself?
Let me repeat. You were born and they were hunting you. Why would you need to be anything else besides an invisible killer?
Like, what kind of life is that? What's the point of living at that point?
Maybe you're right. Should have let you die.
Listen, I appreciate that. I appreciate that you kept me alive because I feel like I have a purpose here. I have something bigger to accomplish. I have these guys. And I know last time we met,
The monkey and the demon.
you didn't approve of them. Well, and her back there.
Oh, I almost didn't see you.
Listen,
At this point, I am going to go ahead and use. Where is it? These are all actual spells. I don't want actual spells. Produce flame.
Oh, good.
And just kind of like hold it up under my chin.
That's pretty spooky.
Yeah. Say boo to the two I'm behind.
well,
That guy is moving away. Like, he's backing away with his eyes on everyone as much as he can, trying to get out of the firelight into the darkness so he can fucking bolt.
and he tripped in the process. Clearly.
Yeah.
Man, I came here with a quest, a thing I need to finish in order to save the world, and things you don't care about, things you don't worry about. I had a whole speech, I had a whole thing planned out in my head, and
That's how it works, isn't it?
you just don't get it. Like, what are you even fighting for?
What am I fighting for? I'm not fighting. I was minding my own business before you got here.
Killing, still fighting.
Not if you do it right.
Yeah, you were always good
Got
at
a
that.
point there.
Yeah, he was always good at that. Well, shit. I was really hoping. I don't know. I was really hoping to get something out of this, and there's just nothing.
What did Sekar Ma tell you?
It doesn't even matter. I mean, he told me you killed my mom and saved me. Like, nothing.
I didn't kill your mom. I just helped her along. She was already dead when I got there. She was alive enough to tell me which way you went.
I
got nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I want. Wow, shit, no. Yeah, I want to check him. Darrell's like trying to see if he's. So yeah, 22 insight. See if he's telling the truth.
You have never been able to read docs but somehow in this moment, like there's like a tiny little crack in his facade, even the facade of this old woman that he's currently disguised as. You realize that somewhere along the way, you started to recognize subconsciously little movements, little mannerisms that are Doc's and not the people he impersonates.
Which is how he always knew who I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the first time it's worked. This is the first time it's worked for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see Doc's somehow under this woman, and you realize that something's cracked in his facade. He is not. And the thing that cracked it is that he's not lying. He's telling the truth about something that has some meaning for him.
Well, because of that, I'm going to give you an option, a choice.
His hand is still out, the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show me your true self, or I have to kill you. If you ever valued me, you'll choose to show me your true self. If I was just some kid, then I'm gonna go find my answer somewhere else after I kill you.
Doc closes his eyes, shakes his head, looks up at you. That's the thing you never understood. That's the difference between you and me. It's the difference between you and all of us. This is my true self. This is what I am. A faceless one. I haven't looked like a changeling in so long that I don't remember what I looked like. A person who changes from one target to the next is my true self. It's what all the faceless ones were supposed to be. You were different. You were special. No matter how many times I taught you to bury yourself in the role, you kept turning back into Darrow afterwards. Do you know how many faceless ones I've met who came up with a version of themselves that looks human, that has their features? You're the only one. No one else. Only Darrow decided that his real face was worth showing to someone. You've seen the real me the whole time, boy. This is it.
Damn it. Yeah, Darrow just... He sheathes his sword and starts crying. Like, he cries.
What
Like,
the
it's not like bawling, but it's like tears.
What the fuck?
Well, you held your part of the deal. You showed me your true self. So I'm not going to kill you. But I need you to do something for me. One last thing. I need you to find Camilla for me.
Who's that?
You met her.
One of your little friends?
The girl I was with last time you were around.
He points to Avon.
No, it's not Robin.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Didn't he meet her when she was in the...
They were in the hospital ward at the same time, but
Yeah.
you didn't like introduce them.
You can show them now.
You can describe her.
No, I mean like you can show.
Oh yeah, duh. So yeah, I take the hood off and I take her form. This girl.
What do you want her for?
You weren't my answer. I know what I have to do now, and it's not you.
Phrasing.
It's her. Oh, is that what?
Bunch of dirty-minded bastards.
No, that's sweet.
Yeah, I remember her. Almost killed her. Decided not to. Not too many humans that I respect.
She was pretty epic. But I realized that the only reason I was with her is because I wanted her to love me because I didn't love myself.
I don't know what the fuck all that means.
It means I need to break up with her.
You don't know where she is?
Nope.
Look, I've impersonated enough married people to know that if you haven't seen someone in weeks or months and you don't know where they are, you're already broken up.
It'd be nice to let her know, I suppose, but yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that was it. That's what I need to do.
What is this bullshit you're talking about?
Oh, I mean, fuck, I don't even know if it's worth explaining it to you. You won't even care since it doesn't directly involve you. The world's coming to an end if you haven't noticed. No stars, no moons, all that shit. And we know how to we know how to stop it from ending, and this is a part of it.
Oven,
I'm gonna lean on
Yes.
Throck a little bit.
roll a perception check, please.
Okay. Uh, 21.
What is the range of your dark vision?
I think it's 60.
Okay. Somewhere just at the edge of that, something is moving.
Edge of what?
Like over.
At the edge of her dark vision range.
Oh.
Yeah, the direction is kind of that way-ish.
E?
Yes.
So like.
At the edge of her dark
60,
vision.
So it's like, you know, it's around here.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Well, you know, you're right. Somewhere in that range.
I'm going to actually say that the firelight from the burning wagon extends that a bit.
Woo!
So go 60 feet from the edge of the
Oh,
light
okay.
circle there.
Ba-doop.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's just like, yeah, ba-doop. And a ba-doop.
Yeah, so into that stick. Something moves, but you can't tell what.
I can't see that?
What's the range of your dark vision?
Well, I have a devil sight.
Yeah, but that doesn't speak to range.
Yeah,
He
like
actually, he
I have
actually
60 feet.
too.
60 feet. So you can see it. Roll a perception. Oven, being a Shadar-kai, has incredible dark vision compared to most.
yeah. I'm not paying attention, so it doesn't matter.
First luck of the night.
You're spending a luck on this?
Yep.
Someone's already seen it.
I don't know that.
Okay.
Okay, 21.
Yeah, you see it too. It's the same number. You see it too. Something's moving. You can't tell what.
Okay. Well, man, if I see something moving, I'm probably going to react to it.
There's a sword in
Yeah.
your throat.
Please still can.
Can I try to make a signal at Darrow?
I mean, you're in my line of sight.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Well, if me and Daro link eyes for a second, I'm gonna go like this.
I don't know.
Roll insight.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I would unless I.
Since he's trying to communicate on purpose, I'll make this pretty easy. If you roll 12 or higher, you
15. So yeah.
Yeah, you look in the direction he indicated.
What do I see? If anything.
What's your dark vision range? I think it's less than theirs, right?
Yeah, mine is like 30 or so feet. I don't
you,
know.
You can't see far enough, I think.
Yeah. I don't. I look that direction, but then I look back at you and don't really respond because I can't.
Okay, but Docs is still.
Question.
Yeah.
You got a flare?
Well, because I still have that flame that I've produced that I'm holding,
Okay. Yeah.
and I can hurl it 30 feet from me.
Okay.
Which would land it where?
Not really much.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's
Not much
worthless.
past the.
Oh yeah. So, what was the last thing you said to Docs, Daro?
Oh shit.
You were asking about Camilla.
Yeah. No. I explained to him that. Oh no! I explained to him what our quest is.
No, you didn't.
I did. I told him that we are trying to save the world because.
Yeah. But that's not what your quest is right now.
Oh no! I didn't say the quest
Specifically.
right now. Okay. Yeah. So. The whole time I was talking, explaining, keeping going while we were doing all that. They had 3 quests. They had their quests, and I have my quest, and that was to prove that I love myself. They got to kill shit. I have to love myself.
Well, I mean,
Suck it up, Buttercup.
You forget I lived with you, boy. You love yourself twice a night.
That you don't need it. Does that count? Do I just need to jack off?
I don't know who gave you this fucking quest. Sounds like a weirdo.
Dave, the end dragon.
Dave.
Dave.
Dave the End Dragon.
I don't know if that's his official title, but he's like,
Are you still looking like Camilla?
yes.
All right. What's Dave look like?
I haven't seen him. He's a massive mountain-sized dragon.
But you haven't seen him.
Descriptions only.
Okay.
The only reason I know it's true is because I keep hearing the bells whenever our quests are complete.
What was your quest, Big Monkey?
I don't want to talk about it.
Was it like his
No.
bullshit love yourself quest?
Kind of. Not really. Kind of. Maybe.
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of, yeah, like a little honor, a little giving up his throne in order to, be complete.
What about you, Scarface?
I guess yours is the most close to mine. Yeah. You had to anyway.
I had to kill a devil, which was my father.
The fuck? You come here to kill me?
Maybe, kind of up to you, honestly.
It's always on the table.
Yeah, it's definitely on the table.
Proud of you, boy.
Yeah.
And you, Skull Lady?
Become the queen of my people.
And then some.
And who's your people?
Uh.
Never mind, I don't give a fuck.
Okay then. Why are you asking?
Just want to know what kind of bullshit my boy's caught up in. You say Magic Dragon gave you this quest.
Yep.
You know how many magic dragons I've met or heard of?
Probably not very many.
That's correct.
Sounds like a you problem.
I wouldn't believe anything you say. Except for the fact that you have been known to topple governments.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
I'm sorry, I interrupted myself because of the message. There's a load of static from someone's mic now and then. It might be yours. It's sideways.
Oh, is it?
Yep, he's pointing at me.
Oh, sorry, folks.
And Steve,
They rub on shirts.
apologies.
Yeah.
It's actually the lightning that they then conjured.
If
That's what
anyone
you
would
had.
like to sponsor us, we
Yeah.
would love to sell out. All right.
Okay.
Was I talking about dragons?
Yeah, you haven't seen Magic Dragons. Well, we fought a dragon, so we know they're around.
I killed one.
Yeah, he killed it. It was great.
I wouldn't believe anything you say, except for the fact that everyone knows you topple governments, blow up cities, fly castles through the sky, make alliances with Ermin, and apparently drop out of fucking nowhere.
And
Um,
Shadow Chaos
Castle.
Death Storm.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Shadow Chaos Death Storm.
Are you still talking to your shadow? Is that a thing that happens?
Yeah, actually, it's pretty awesome now.
Your shadow's pretty awesome.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
literally.
Show. Yeah, show.
Okay,
Yeah.
this might hurt.
What?
I'm gonna do I'm gonna use one of my shadow attacks, my shadow strikes.
He's 15 feet away.
Yeah, he's 15 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so suddenly a blade is gonna like just swipe his arm. You know, I'm
Roll
not
an attack.
gonna sneak attack or anything. Oh fuck yes. 30.
What, 30 attack?
16 plus 14.
Who the fuck gave you that
Yeah.
sword? Who the fuck said, give this guy a sword? All right, go ahead. What
From-
damage?
Oh, I'm only gonna do the 1d8. I'm not gonna do anything else.
Yeah.
His of course is a 7. So 15. 15 damage across the
That actually meets his armor class, so your shadow, as you take your sword and do this.
That's 15 damage. It's 30 to hit.
Oh yeah. So you do this, and your shadow stretches out, and the shadow of your sword stretches out from your arm at the same speed that you swing. And so Dox, seeing the speed of your swing, expects that you will also move forward in order to hit him. But when you don't, and a strike somehow crosses 10 extra feet without you moving, he's not prepared. And this shadowy blade strikes into him, punctures his arm. Sorry for headphone wearers, I just hit my mic. Punctures his arm, and then goes back.
And when that happens, can I step away from his doesn't have the sword at my throat anymore?
Yes.
So it's like,
And throw. Ooh.
He looks down at his arm and then stares at your shadow where it flickers. You haven't severed it, so it's still on you, and it's just flickering on the ground, dancing around like a normal shadow next to the firelight.
No, because I'm going to use Umaturgy to have my shadow give a little salute.
He watches it. But other than you making it move abnormally, it still looks exactly like Throck's shadow standing there next to the fire.
Yeah.
And Dox is confused, and he looks up at you. Boy.
Yep. Pretty badass, right?
They said your blood was cursed.
The ears, you can see. It's a thing.
Is that related?
I suppose.
I guess. Listen. Do you know who this was?
Your last victim?
Do you know who
Nope.
she was?
Actually, can I roll? Would I know?
You have no idea.
Okay, no, I have no idea.
Her and her husband there. Spies, moles, for the Order of Asmodeus. They're looking for anyone with the cursed blood. That priest, Noonan, back in First Fall. Same deal. I'd say about 30-40% of the contracts I've accepted since I met you have been agents of the Order of Asmodeus. You think I don't love anything, boy? I've spent 30 years killing people who hunt you.
Aww. And Alvin actually says that.
Yeah. Nice.
And you see actually this old woman's features start to pop and shift. And a second later, there's an old, bent, wrinkled, white-skinned changeling standing there. But I don't say things to people. You remember how I told you that changelings are unwanted. They're left out to die by their parents because as soon as they see us, they hate us and they don't want us. That's not what happened to you. But that is what happened to me. And I've been me ever since. Can you understand that?
I'm gonna Misty step into his arms.
The fuck?
I know you don't like it, but I need this. And I'm just gonna hold him, even if he doesn't hold me back.
He's gonna just do this with one arm. He's still got his sword in his other hand.
Yeah. Yeah, it's as uncomfortable for me as it is for you, but I need it.
All right, get the fuck off.
I just hold it a little longer, and then I go a little longer than it's comfortable. I'm not crying. You're crying.
I definitely am not.
You would be if you had a soul.
That is correct.
Fuck. Okay. Well. Alright, that was unexpected, and I...
Oven and Zaylin.
Yeah, I can see that.
That thing that you have been watching steps out of the shadows. And it's that guy.
What kind?
The decoy that backed away into the darkness.
Yeah. So
Where'd he go?
I don't know, you guys moved him.
he fell.
Oh.
Did he?
He fell.
Well, that's, you know what, that's fine. Because when he comes back into the light, he looks like this.
Oh.
A white guy?
Oh.
His throat has been torn out. This is a dead body walking towards you. And stepping in to the range of your dark vision from all sides are, let's say... Who cares? You're level 15. This many.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
So basically...
They're just coming from all around you. And then there is a thudding, shaking in the ground.
Swear to God, if that's a thunder lizard.
Oh, it isn't. You're not on the Untamed Steppe. You're in Hatra.
Oh, come on.
Unfortunately, the whole world is absolutely fucked up right now. So, Oven, you see something that not only have you never seen before, but you thought it couldn't exist here in the mortal plane.
Oh dear
Is
God.
it a unicorn?
Nope. Sometimes in the Shadowfell,
We're so close over here.
there is a place where it's thin.
Okay, that's fine.
And in much the same way that a person on the mortal plane might accidentally wander into the land of the dead, a person from the Shadowfell might accidentally find themselves transported to what is called the negative plane. This is a place of unlife. Anti-life, if you will. People who go there don't survive. It is not conducive to living creatures being in it. But every now and then, through luck or magic or incredible constitution scores, someone manages to accidentally wander into the negative plane. And when that happens, when a person is trapped in the negative plane, something from there comes to the Shadowfell to take their place. And that something is called a Nightwalker. They have no purpose except to kill.
Shivers.
Here's one.
Oh God.
They are huge creatures of undeath. And there's one coming up from that direction, over by the watermark. Yeah.
Let him see it.
Yeah.
You know
That's
it.
definitely not a treant that I painted black and stuck
No,
some
no,
stuff onto.
Nope.
Um,
Not a tree.
That's good.
Yeah. It comes walking out. Oven, I would like you to roll me a religion check. Remember, you have advantage on these.
Fuck, I just used a spell slot for a hug.
Well, that person was a nat 20.
Fair enough. That makes your total 27, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a very important piece of information that you know about a Nightwalker, even though you've never seen one before. Anyone who is killed by a Nightwalker cannot be restored to life by any means. Mechanically, I swear to God, I did not invent this creature. What this stat block says is any creature reduced to 0 hit points, meaning unconscious, not dead. Any creature reduced to 0 hit points from damage dealt by the Nightwalker dies and cannot be revived by any means short of a wish spell.
Good thing we have one wish spell.
Which means Zalen's revivify or resurrection or anything will not bring Throck back when he dies right now.
Win, folks.
Oh God.
All right, I feel like Steve looked through the monster manual and it's like, oh, finally.
Actually, no, that's not how this came about. I've been eyeing the Nightwalker for a long-ass time, and I actually didn't even remember that it had this ability. But I was just like, I was using the like filters on the monster list in D&D Beyond, and I was like, something in the desert. And this came up, and I was like, fuck yeah.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to roll initiative.
Great.
It's 11:07. I don't want to keep anyone up late, so
I feel like we can get around.
you can get around.
Get one round in.
We could get around in, or we can stop now and do the fight next week. Which I would prefer,
Okay.
because I don't want to...
Well, then I'm gonna roll initiative. And then cry all week long. Fuck, that's terrible initiative. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't have as big a boost as you probably have. But still.
Both of those on the dice are higher than my total.
Okay.
Okay, Avin, what'd you get?
18.
Yeah, she always rolls so well on the
Just
initiative.
so well on initiatives.
Zaylen, what'd you get?
15.
Throck?
It might be
19.
Taro?
9.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, to be fair, you're busy hugging.
That's true.
Yeah, you're busy. Yeah.
I'm being told in the chat that the static is getting worse.
Maybe it's yours because
no.
the shirt's like touching the top of the mic.
Oh yeah, that could be. It might be because when we came back from the break, I had to reposition it.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, we don't
Thanks
know.
for
It's
letting us know.
yeah, it's
I
definitely
figured it
definitely
too.
not a loose jack lead because these are USB mics. But someday maybe they won't be. That would be nice.
Good problem.
Yeah. Well, so one thing I can tell you guys right away, you all four rolled better than all of the monsters.
What
So
about Docs?
I'm guessing this fight's gonna take one fucking round.
Well, that night walker thing is
Because level 15. On the plus side for Gav, we have another week of his map on stream, which once again, incredible map. We usually use 3D terrain that I've crafted or 3D printed, and I was a little hesitant to put a two-dimensional map on the table for the show. I have done the printed map thing before off stream, but this is the first time on stream, and honestly, I think it looks fucking great. So by all means, do this. Yeah, buy some maps from Gavatone because this thing's good, and there's lots of other good ones. Anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching. As I mentioned, we're going to end about 20 minutes early because 20 minutes is not enough time to fight a Nightwalker, even at level 15, he says. Write down that I said that.
right.
I don't know if I get a crit on my first turn.
Fucking
I
Throck.
Same.
Yeah.
Second turn, I need tensors.
It does indeed only take one round to run away.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
What is that? I don't get it.
We'll see everyone next
What's
week.
a runaway?
Thanks for playing, Daro. I'm gonna break you yet. You're gonna get
You
it.
did good. You brought some tears to my eyes.
That's the second time though. The one of you that I really need to break still is Joshua.
Well,
This is the thing. I killed his mom and girlfriend.
And I killed my dad.
I brought his parents back, and then I made Docs nice. And then I think Carolynn teared up when I killed Eerie. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
Or when I made Eerie fade. But Joshua, this fucking guy.
I'm trying to break everybody else.
I think I might have gotten you if you'd been here when Eerie faded. I think I might have got a twofer on that one, but you weren't here.
Twofer.
Oh yeah.
You're also playing. He's also playing a character that has.
I've actually talked to Matt about this before. Like Joshua's the last one I need to break.
Yeah.
But
All right.
but we'll try it maybe next week. Who knows what's gonna happen? He's playing a character whose only emotion is rage and hunger. So we'll see. All right, guys. Good night. We'll see you in a week when we will do this again.
Yeah.
Adios.